Hi, I'm Cassandra and welcome back to the Art of Cyclical Living. And today we're going to talk about our hormones, but not in a complicated medical way that leaves you more confused than before. We're going to look at them through the lens of Chinese medicine, of course, but through the lens of Yin and Yang. And once you see it this way, it makes much more easier to understand because our hormones aren't random. They follow a rhythm. The same rhythm that rises and falls in nature happens inside of us as well. Because most of us were never taught that estrogen, progesterone, testosterone and cortisol are meant to rise and fall. We're rarely shown how stress, sugar, poor sleep, emotional pressure can create internal disharmony. And we're almost never told that living out a rhythm with our bodies can quietly wear away at our health and well-being over time. So when we don't understand our cycles, we can't honor them. And when we don't honor them, we can't access that full vitality and clarity available to us. So Chinese medicine offers a different and deeply intuitive way of understanding our hormones. It doesn't require memorizing charts or understanding complex biomedical changes. Instead, it fuses the body through energetic relationship of yin and yang, the complementary forces of rest and activity, cool and warm, fluid and fire, qi and blood. In Chinese medicine, our hormones are not isolated chemicals. They're part of a dynamic ecosystem shaped by this flow of energy, the strength of our digestion, the state of our liver, kidneys and heart, the health of our menstrual cycle. So if there's disharmony, symptoms are going to appear, not as problems to silence, but as messages, calling us back to balance. So in your body, you've got yin, which is the cooling, nourishing, restorative, inward, and represents blood. Then there's yang energy, which is warming, energizing, expressive, outward, and represents qi. And they're not opposites, they're partners. They depend on each other. They transform into each other and they keep each other in check. So your menstrual cycle is literally this relationship in motion. Yin builds up during the first half of your cycle. That's your follicular phase. You often feel grounded, focused, and emotionally steady. At ovulation, yin reaches its peak and transforms into yang. And that's why you might feel more energized, social, and expressive. And now yang represents the luteal phase of our cycle. Then yang gradually reduces and yin rises again as you move towards your period. Your body's signal to slow down, rest, and reset. Once you understand this dynamic, the cycle suddenly feels less chaotic and more like a natural rhythm your body's beautifully following. So let's put some names to this. So our estrogen, that's your yin hormone, which is cooling, stabilizing, and nourishing. It gives you that inner glow, supports your mood, keeps your tissues soft, and your mind clear. Then you've got progesterone. That's your yang energy. It warms, holds, and protects. After ovulation, progesterone helps your body prepare for a potential pregnancy, but it also calms your nervous system. It's your body's built-in chill pill, if you will. When your yin and yang are balanced, when your estrogen and progesterone rise and fall smoothly, your cycles flow naturally. But if one dominates, things feel off. Too much yang from stress, lack of rest, too much doing, and you get heat, irritability, insomnia, and inflammation. Too much yin without movement, you might feel sluggish, bloated, or emotionally flat. So Chinese medicine helps you read those signs before things become a bigger issue. But here's the thing, most of us are living a perpetual yang phase, constantly active, productive, and moving. But when you live like that, your yin gets depleted. You start to feel tired, but more wired, dry, anxious, Maybe sleep becomes disruptive, painful periods, and an irregular cycle. So rebalancing means giving the body the energy that it needs. Supporting yin may look like cooked foods, healthy fats, herbs that nourish blood and essence, deep rest, stillness and self-reflection. Supporting yang may look like regular movements, warmth, creative stimulation, and social engagement. So instead of fixing hormones, we ask, what phase am I in right now? And what does my body need? Maybe it's slowing down during your period. Maybe it's saying no to that extra social event before ovulation because your body is asking for quiet. Or maybe it's switching your workout from a yin yoga to weightlifting or running during the yang phase. That's cyclical living in action. And this dance doesn't stop with menstruation. It shifts through every life stage. During perimenopause, for example, your yin starts to decline naturally. That's why you might get night sweats, dryness, or anxiety. It's not that your body's failing, it's showing you that your yin needs extra care. Menopause isn't an ending, it's a transformation. Chinese medicine calls it the second spring. Your energy starts to move inward, conserving instead of creating. Supporting yin with rest, nourishing foods, herbal teas, emotional space makes this transition smoother. It's like the seasons. Winter doesn't mean the tree is dead. It's restoring itself for a new phase of life. Your hormones aren't something to control. There's something to work with. And when you understand them through yin and yang, you stop seeing your body as unpredictable and start recognizing its rhythm. So ask yourself, do you feel more yin or more yang right now? What would help bring me back into balance? That simple awareness without overcomplicating it changes everything. So that's yin and yang of your hormones, that dance that happens every single month and across your whole life. But in my next episodes, we'll explore how the 5 elements, which is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, mirror your inner seasons and shape the cycle from start to finish. If this helps see your hormones in a different way, make sure you like, comment, or share it with a friend who needs to know she's not out of balance, she's just out of sync. Because once you start living in rhythm, your body finally feels like home.